Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to some more Fire Emblem Engage hopes videos. This is number 2 of our hopes. So, Alex, do you want to go first for this one, or shall I?
What are you feeling?
If you want me to go first, I can. But if you already have your hope, yeah, you're free to go if you want.
That's honestly my next two hopes, so I'm good whenever. I guess I'll start off in that case.
Okay, go right ahead.
All right. For my number two, it's actually tying into the last episode, with what you had mentioned before. I want the map design to be good. I want it to be thought about, and I want it to be planned. I want the difficulty to come from there, not just a bloat of numbers. I know that this is definitely something I've mentioned in a lot of our videos, not just with Engage, sorry, but just in general. I mentioned it in a Three Houses playthrough probably every fucking day. I probably mentioned it in Triangle Strategy too. I might have even mentioned it in Dark Deity, but I'm definitely going to talk about it here, and I already have. Basically, I don't want it to be artificial difficulty where it's number bloat. They just make them super high. The beginning of the game is gonna fucking suck because you are so understated, and then as it gets further and further, it gets a bit better, and then when you get to end game, you get fucked again because the stats are too damn high. I want it to be where the map design is smart. It makes me think rather than making me be as brain dead as the map designers who just put big numbers in. I want it to be something where it is a game of wits, because that is what this game, at least I believe, this game series is about. It's wit. It's strategy,
Yeah.
funnily enough, in a turn-based RPG, strategy simulation.
Yeah, I mean, this game is developed by a company called Intelligent Systems, so I would be shocked.
It'd be crazy if they don't want to really inspire intelligent thinking. That being said, we've had that problem in the past. Um, I would like it where higher difficulties will have like denser amounts of enemies in like one compact space, or fucking like have them spread out if it would be easier to kill them all at once, and like you just face tank them, whatever. Or have it where it's like they'll come in like places that you wouldn't expect. You switch it up from the main game, like from the easier difficulties, or it's like with new game plus or whatever, anything like that. Or just give them better weapons to start out with. Give them more unique weapons. Like, just give some random fucker a Zanbato or a Rider's Bane and just say, go in and fuck them up. They won't look at the weapons anyways. And we won't. We'll die from that. We will. We have. It's happened before. It'll happen again.
Yeah, because I do remember that in one I remember this was during the Three Houses playthrough. We were on this one map with where we had to do as an armor knight, and we didn't know that this sword master that was attacking him had an armor flare out of nowhere.
Yeah.
We still fucked
Yeah.
him up though, but we didn't know that though.
It's crazy though, because like I want that to happen.
Yeah.
I want, at the very least, want there to be the danger of that.
Yeah, and
Because
don't get me wrong, I want it because that's something that you would not expect, because all the sword masters that were fighting us during that time, they all had like steel swords or silver swords, and out of nowhere, this one guy has an armor slayer.
Yeah, exactly. And I love that sort of mind game where they condition you, where it's like, oh,
Because you don't
look
go
at
in
something
thinking that. You
it's all
see,
that.
like, you don't go in thinking that. You see all these guys, they have the same weapon, and you just go like, okay, yeah, I'm just gonna kill you. No, actually
Yeah.
look at the map and think what you're doing.
Exactly. I want it to be where we have to look at the map and think every turn and think, okay, how has the map changed? What new variables do we need to look at? What do we need to prepare for, basically? And how do we want to make this next turn not fuck up, essentially? Pretty much, I want the map design to be something that'll make us think, rather than something that's going to make me pull my hair out of frustration. So, if it's fair, that's good. However, if they pull in ambush spawn boltings of like 4 different ones, I'm looking at you, Blue Lions route, then I'm not gonna be happy. Especially if there's like, it's too fucking like, I can't dodge them, or like, as the point of which you spawn them is where they will just fucking all kill you. Like, I don't really like that. Funnily enough, I'm not the biggest fan of just getting fucked like that. When it's not fair and I don't really have any like control over it, I need to like do a very specific thing. Like, big tangent, and I have a lot of pent up rage for that specific map. But I really do think, um, Oh god, so what is it? I really do think that like intelligent map design is the best way to make Fire Emblem enjoyable
Mm-hmm.
in terms of like a gameplay aspect. And I hope that this game does that. And it seems like there at times they definitely will be able to. I feel like that'll happen at least in some moments. I just want it to be the majority of the scenarios.
Mm-hmm. I
I'm
agree.
sorry, talking so fucking much.
No, it's all right. Like I like hearing this because it definitely like I think a lot all of us like I think the people watching I don't make these videos just because well I kind of want to, but I do believe like other people watching these videos like listening to our host because they'll be like, my God, I hope the same thing as well. Thank you for actually like sharing this. So I don't like I'm not gonna chastise you for like sharing your opinion. Like no, that's what these videos are meant for.
Yeah. Well, still, I don't want to take up all the time.
Yeah. All right. So now it's up to me.
Yes, it is.
All right. So for me, my number two hope is actually similar to what you were saying, which basically just I want the difficulty to be like fair, like across all difficulties. Like so far to me, it seems like it is like balanced so far from what I've seen. But I have yet to play the game, and I feel like that the only way to actually give my opinion, thinking that the difficulty is balanced, is for me to actually play. And I know that it's hard to balance difficulty in a Fire Emblem game, especially considering that, like, at this moment, we only have 3 difficulties available to us.
Yeah.
And the thing is, though, I want, not only do I want the difficulty to be balanced, but I want it to be balanced in a way that makes me, like, where I don't want it to be, designed around using like a game mechanic like Divine Pulse, or where I need to like use a specific like I feel like in Fire Emblem, especially a game like this where it's almost like in the sandbox element, it lets me play the way I want to play while also playing on the difficulty that I want to play. Like if I want to make Alcris an Axe Armor Knight on Maddening, then I want to do that.
Yeah, that's the thing. If you like want to do something and like play a certain way, you should be allowed to, rather than saying, "Hey, this is kind of dumb. Let's not do this," because it's not what you should be doing. There isn't any like what you should be doing, because that gets rid of the whole point of like challenge runs and fucking like just all these different kinds of ways of playing this game that we're all playing in our own way, because that's the beauty of Fire Emblem. You can play it however the fuck you want.
I feel like it's been that way ever since like the start of Fire Emblem. Like play the way you want to play, and when you do like bullshit stuff like ambush spawns or like just like buffing random stats of enemies or just like giving enemies like skills that I can't get or weapons I can't even get. I'm thinking of Fire Emblem Conquest Parallax right there. And when you put the stuff in and I can't do anything about it unless I play the game that the game was designed around, then it kind of defeats the purpose of me like customization of like my gameplay and my playthroughs. Like come on, like I can't do that, but the enemies can. It's like what's the point of me like doing this now? I might as well just be playing the game in a bland way. I might as well just be eating a pizza with no sauce or cheese on it at that point. I know I know that might not sound smart, but hey, that's my opinion.
I mean, I wouldn't want to eat that either, to be fair.
It's basically why not just eat the dough at that point?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah,
just
and it's
which...
similar here. Like if I can't like play the game like this way, and you guys want me to play the game the way it was designed, with Diamant being a lord and a Lear being a divine dragon, then why do I have the options of like being able to change their class?
Yeah, that with the reclass system, I'd like to believe that they would want you to use that, and to actually have the ability to customize. And then it's okay, instead of bonking you in the head and being like, "No, you stupid fuck, what are you doing?"
Mm-hmm.
No. So.
Like you throw in it's almost like you're taunting me at that point with all this customization in my face.
Yeah, it is, and it's stupid.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, just basically the roundup. I just hope that the difficulty is fair and that it will actually allow me for like customization that I'm freely able to do instead of forcing me into like a certain like mindset and playstyle when I pick up the game.
Pretty much, yeah. Not being forced into like one play style is a really good thing to have. So let's try not to do that.
Mm-hmm. All right, so that's going to do it for our second hopes. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for watching. And when we see you next time, we'll be moving on to our final and our greatest hope. So thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you in that video. Bye now.